You want to build a winning lineup, but you're not sure who to start this week in the wide receiver position. Don't worry, SI's fantasy analyst Michael Fabiano is breaking down the playmakers you want to start and sit in week 6. Fabs, who are the receivers fantasy managers should have in their lineup this week?
I like Terry McLaurin. Now, I get it. He had a stinker last week, but hey, we forgive him. It was against Jalen Ramsey and the Rams. I like the matchup this week, though, against the Giants. Their defense has given up big receiving performances to the likes of Juju Smith-Schuster, Cooper Kupp, and CeeDee Lamb. All of those players run their routes out of the slot. Well, McLaurin has run 40 routes out of the slot over the last 3 games. So Washington will move him around the line of scrimmage to exploit the matchups. I think McLaurin is a very good play with Kyle Allen back under center for the football team. And then Justin Jefferson, he also had a stinker last week. I liked him. It didn't happen. We forgive him. We move on. I like the matchup against Atlanta. This matchup is very, very good. Their defense has really struggled against wide receivers who are lined out wide, allowing an average of 215 yards and the 8th most fantasy points to the position overall. And Atlanta's giving up over 32 points per game. DK Sportsbook has the over-under here at a lofty 56, so it should be a high-scoring game. Justin Jefferson is back as a wide receiver 2 flex starter in this matchup.
Minnesota ranks last in the NFL with pass attempts, but Jefferson, like you said, he looked good in week 3 and 4, so I think it makes sense that the Vikings open up their passing games, and we forgive him. But let's talk about who doesn't make sense, Babs. Who should we not have in the lineup this week?
Tyler Boyd's probably hard to bench. I get it. He's getting a lot of opportunities in Cincinnati. Just keep this in mind. The Colts defense is very good. I mean, very, very good. This team has allowed just 179.6 passing yards and just 17.6 points per game. And here's where I'm really worried about Tyler Boyd. His quarterback's going to be in a lot of trouble this week. Cincinnati's offensive line is an absolute mess. And the Colts have 46 QB pressures, and they've also had a league-high 22 sacks allowed in Cincinnati. What does that mean? Well, Joe Burrow could be running for his life all day long. Tyler Boyd is a fade for me this week at Lucas Oil Stadium. And then this one hurts. It's Michael Gallup of my beloved Dallas Cowboys. Now, Gallup made some great catches late in the game last week against the Giants to help the Cowboys win on a Greg Zuerlein field goal. But the matchup here is not good, all right? Arizona has surrendered just 1 touchdown and the 4th fewest fantasy points to receivers who are lined out wide. And Gallup continues to be 3rd in terms of targets when you're talking about Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. So Gallup, to me, unfortunately, is a fade in what could be a high-scoring game, but the targets just have not been there on a consistent basis. And oh, by the way, Andy Dalton will be the quarterback this week for the Cowboys, and we're really not sure still who he's going to favor in that pass attack.
I hate when you have to talk about the Cowboys. I know they're your team, and it just breaks my heart, Babs. But
yeah,
like
it's
you
a
said,
bummer.
Both receivers are going up against strong defenses against the pass, so makes sense to pass. Babs, thanks so much. I appreciate it. To continue building winning lineups, make sure to get access to Sports Illustrated's award-winning weekly player rankings. You can get your membership to SI Fantasy Plus for just $14.99 a month.